The UK, a place known for having the king, lots of unfriendly people, and rain. No, I'm joking. The UK does have some good qualities like a full English breakfast. And we have a little series on this channel where I build real life UK houses, whether it's just semi-detached. But today I was just searching on Rightmove, which is a house selling website, and I came across this one. And as you can see, it's just a pretty average UK house, but it was built in 2018. Now these new builds that are popping up all around in England are very, very popular. I mean, they're basically made of dust. They will probably crumble within 10 years, and they're selling them for double the price. But they are aesthetic. You've got to give it to them. If I just flick through some of these pictures, how nice does it look? So I thought today we would bring some more of England to Bloxburg and build this new home. Let's do this! So the first thing that we're probably noticing is that it's just flat. Like, you are literally flat, Stanley. Where is your texture? And if we look on the inside, as we can see, I'd say each room is about 4 or 5 wide in terms of Bloxburg. So we're gonna have 3 and then 4 and then 4. Because getting the dimensions correct in Bloxburg is incredibly difficult. Then, as usual in England, everything is made of bricks. Even the roof is made of flipping bricks. Find a new material. Sorry, we're 2 seconds in, I'm already triggered. But on this particular house, it's actually sort of orange, like really hard to get it in Bloxburg. Do you see what I mean? Literally looks like this. I feel like that's illegal to put that in that color. I fear that the hallway needs to be just too wide. We may come to regret this, but hopefully not.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
So if we look at the picture from this angle, as you can see, this is a very new looking street. And we can also see that the house goes back around 6 blocks. But why look at that when we have a floor plan? So it's not a very HD one, but oh gosh, but it will do. So if we've concluded that this is 4 wide, sorry guys, a bird attack just happened on my house. Then this one must be like 6 wide. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we'll make it 6. Let's stick with my guts. And then it sort of goes across, and we've got a big old kitchen, maybe like 7 by 5. And in the UK, we don't have any of this fanciness like, oh, that would just be 1 story. No, no, no. You've got to make use of all the space, okay? The UK is a tiny little country, quite a popular one, but a very small country. We've got to take use of every piece of ground that we can get. So 5 minutes later, I've placed 3 walls. Next up is going to be the roof, which I'm guessing is this. Yes. I love how I didn't even have to look at this. I just knew it'd be the gable roof. What is that?
What is that?
Is that the garage? I don't think I've added that yet.
I think I'm just gonna make it brown for today's video.
So remember that garage I just mentioned? That is actually what the extra room was. And I really should have remembered this. New builds are obsessed with adding garages on. That is the other thing a lot of people do to their house, is they turn their garage into another room. So yeah, I'm just giving you guys lots of lore on the UK today, but I'm pretty sure that looks kind of like the picture, doesn't it? It's just this orange brick is really throwing me off. Next up, let's go in and add the windows.
These are almost certainly the factory windows, and these are actually very, very small.
But the thing is, the factory windows have a few too many lines in them. So I think we're gonna have to go ahead and actually custom make this, as if this wasn't hard enough. So I'd say the bottom windows are about this size. Does that look good? I feel like before we spend loads of time putting lines in these, we should just check. And then it's like 2 in the middle. Okay, that genuinely works out. Okay, let's go all out. Now, complete side note, do you guys want to see what I made for my dinner last night? Do you? Do you? These gorgeous meatballs. Tell me that does not look like something Gordon Ramsay would serve you. Huh? Anyway, with these, you can be fooled into thinking they're equals pequals, but in reality, they're wonky. So just make sure that you triple check that everything's in line. And there we go. I am actually kind of scared I've made these a bit too thick now. For goodness sake, why do I do everything so wrong? It sounded very British, didn't it? Oh, for goodness sake, darling. I made a right pig's ear of this. The other day, though, I was doing a voice chat video, and somebody was like trying to mock my accent, and they were like, Pip, Pip. And I was like, nobody has said Pip, Pip in England since the 1950s. If you want an English accent these days, just be like, you're right, bruv. Anyway, I actually think I've got these windows really perfect. They change again when we go upstairs. These new houses, they just wanted to be really different and unusual. Anyway, the windows up here get a little bit shorter, and basically I just did the same outlining design again. So I finally got the windows in, guys. These are very very expensive, but what do you expect for a £700,000 house? And why are houses so expensive these days? Our grandparents could have bought this house for £5 and a handful of grapes back in 1950. What's made the house more expensive? Huh? Like, I get inflation exists, but not that much. Come on, you taking the Michael with me. But there we go, guys. This is like the windows in. You would not know that took me half an hour. Now, there are other windows around the side, but I feel like we'll do them as we go. And the front door, oh, it's quite a modern front door, actually. We'll use this one and we'll make it like quite dark as well. And then you might also be noticing these pipes around the sides. That is another thing, like who the hell adds pipes on a Bloxburg house? Whereas obviously every real life house needs them because of the drains and things. And I don't really like the way Bloxburg pipes look. So I think I'm just gonna add my own with some rods. I feel like if you looked at that, you would know that those are meant to be drains, right? Now, some of these houses have like little nuggets in the roof, so they have a third story, but today we don't. And I'm actually very thankful for that because that would actually be impossible in Bloxburg. Now we need to add the gardening, which appears to wrap around the whole front. I do hope I've left enough room here. We only have about 5 blocks. And then the driveway goes here. That's obviously leading onto the road. Oh, a back fence going into the garden. Oh, that's making a lot of sense actually. And then another pathway here. So as for the pathway, I genuinely from the bottom of my heart think that it looks like this one. And then obviously grass is just grass. I mean, in the UK, loads of people just stamp all over it. And so it normally just looks like some decaying ground. But you know, we're gonna be nice today. And I doubt that I'm gonna do the back garden, but I am gonna add some fences in, which just are gonna be average fences, really, these. And oh my gosh, how about that? Just adding in that pathway has made this 10 times more realistic. And if you are hoping for a fun garage, let's see. Oh no. It's very boring. Do you know what? I'm gonna up my game. I'm gonna add this one. Why not have a few windows, okay? What? Why? Why does everyone have to be so flipping bland and boring these days? And there's even pipes on the garage. How many flipping pipes do you need? Now, as for the gardening, you guys tell me my gardening's unrealistic. Do you want me to build it like this? You want me to have these barren hedges outside my house? I think not. In fact, I'm genuinely perplexed how to make it look this bad in Bloxburg. So we'll use that. And then, yeah, just a bunch of other ones, really.
12 seconds later.
And I don't really like using sand green, like that color there. But it genuinely looks like that. So, obviously, we've got to make it realistic. Now, this house has some lights either side of the door. And then I'm pretty sure we're done with the front. Here's where the really hard part comes in. Bloxburg lighting. That's going to be fun to deal with when we go inside. Anyway, as I say, we just need to fix these up a little bit. They're a little bit uneven. And this is just me being a perfectionist. Oh, chains! No, we do not chain people up in our basements in England. At least I hope we don't. Guys. But yeah, this is me being a bit of a perfectionist. But I noticed that there was like a white line behind the drain. And now it's time to go inside. We're moving into our brand new home. Now, I have been saving this as a surprise. But look, guys. Look. Virtual tour. I absolutely love these guys. Right, get this silly map off my screen. Okay, right. Apparently we can't get this dumb map off the screen. Oh, I'm in the garden. It's quite nice, isn't it, actually? So this is as you walk in. I'm so sorry. There's like a million things on the screen. But this is just going to give us like an idea of what the house looks like. So to the left. This is the lounge room. Now this in here should be a study. Oh, a toilet. I need to brush up on the floor plan, don't I? Oh, here's the study. Then over here is the laundry room. Oh, damn. I've definitely made this too small, haven't I? Now, I know what you Americans are thinking. What is this tiny cave that you guys call a house? This is a big house for England, guys. And then here's the kitchen, dining. So I think it's actually going to be easiest to copy off the floor plan. And English houses don't actually have particularly complex layouts. As we saw, the lounge goes there. Then this is the hallway. And this is what annoys me about Bloxburg. Why can I not put a wall here? So that should be a toilet. And then the window should like go here. I think we're just gonna have to use a fake wall. I hate to say it, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it, guys? If you don't know how to build a fake wall, you just grab yourself a basic shape. I don't believe you need the Transform Plus for this, although correct me if I'm wrong, I think you just need advanced placement. And then you just make it as thick as the other wall, you know, nice and thick and chunky.
I like them chunky.
And then, hey presto, you can place it in. And the best part about fake walls is, look, you can make them bigger, smaller. exactly to your needs. Then if we go back to our floor plan, the study slash playroom goes along to about here, doesn't it? Oh gosh, I don't want all that. And then for the staircase, that goes up like an L shape. Now this is what I'm scared for because you can't actually do that in Bloxburg. I think the staircases are minimum 3 blocks wide. Like, look, why are you so big? And again, if we go back to our tour, you can see it should be 1, 2, door. And then somehow they fit another blimmin' door in there. I don't know how they've done that. So I think the only way that this is going to work if we use the modern staircase, like I said, basic shapes. But first, let's just check that we can get a door in there. For the sake of today's video, I'm going to use the modern reveal door. I'd say is the closest match. Obviously not at the moment because it's all black, but let's paint it to be white. Okay, so it's not perfect, obviously, but that is the closest that we're going to get it in Bloxburg. And then we'll also place one under here as neatly as possible. And now it's got this gorgeous color. I actually cannot fault them for this color. It's like the faintest of sage greens. And then the staircase itself is carpet. That is something you'll notice a lot probably around this house, is that there'll be a lot of carpet. We may as well do this hallway room since we're in it. Now, I'm noticing several things. The door is a different color on this side. Again, not something that we can do in Bloxburg. But another thing I'm noticing is that there seems to be an awful lot more room in this hallway than we have in my Bloxburg one. I'm okay, guys. So we've got like a storage dresser there and a storage dresser here. This one is obviously a coat rack. I really should have made this 3 wide, shouldn't I? But then it would have looked worse from the outside. This is what I mean. Playing with Bloxburg Dimensions is like a game that you will never win. Now, one thing that Bloxburg does have, oh my gosh, the first item, guys, that we can actually use is a coat rack. So I'm just gonna pop that on there. Now, sadly, I feel like I've been saying sadly an awful lot. I'm just very, very sad, guys. Bloxburg needs to add some more realistic items. Anyway, what I was going to say is sadly we don't have clothes or coats, but we do have towels, so it's fine. As for the wall trims, or should I say skirting boards, in England, we do not call these wall trims, just skirting boards, and we don't really have them on the ceiling, mainly just the bottom of the floor. Now, if you cast your mind back to a few minutes ago, we obviously placed in the fake wall. Now, fake walls need fake wall trims. As you can see, that pretty much looks like it. As for the floor in here, I didn't actually notice it's like a wooden plank. I'd say that looks pretty similar, to be honest with you, and very, very realistic. Then we have like an entry map, and then we've got another painting there. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna be able to find the exact paintings. And then the only painting that's a little bit bigger than that is this one over here, which is actually a frameless painting. I normally despise these in Bloxburg. If you have this, I just like hate it, but we gotta do what the picture says. I'm really liking this so far. I think it looks absolutely spot on. We've obviously got a couple of lights. It's like resized up. Do you know what I mean? So we've got a really nice mustard color. Now, if I search up mustard, we don't actually have a mustard color, but as you can see, this is essentially the same burlap. Now, we've got a corner bookshelf, a bookcase over here. Actually, a very mid-century looking build, which I do like. And then the lighting in here, I said this in one of my other videos. I was like, guys, if you live in the UK, you have these lamps, and they've literally gone and used them. And then the floor in here is carpet, although this carpet, like, it kind of looks ugly. I might try and use the small flowers. Now, at the back, we need to add in some doors. This is another very popular thing in the UK, is having, like, multiple back doors. Obviously, I've not seen many houses outside of the UK, so I don't know if this is common in, like, America and things. And that's why I need you guys to let me know in the comments. I love hearing about other cultures, and that, weirdly enough, that's actually one of my favorite things about YouTube, is that all of you guys are from different locations around the world, and I just, like, get to learn about all your different lore. And I'm low-key grateful that the radiator's going here because I really was needing something to cover up this disastrous staircase glitching through. You can't see it when I'm still, but when I turn, as you can see, it's pretty unpleasant. And the chair can also kind of cover it up. But there we go. That is basically what your new build UK living room is going to look like. Now, as for the garage, I do not even need to check. It is slightly different to how I'd normally do it. You're just going to have bricks in here. You're also not really going to have a laundry room. In Bloxburg, I'll sometimes add a laundry room into the garage, but certainly not in real life. Also, if I go into decorations and maintenance, it is a lot of like storage and duct work, which definitely know what this means. And probably a lot of things in boxes. You will also have that in your loft, which is basically the room in the roof. And what the hell has happened there? Right, we're gonna have to fix that in a minute. but we actually call the attic in England a loft rather than attic. So another little bit of information for you there. Now, was that a glitch or something? What is this? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. No, don't worry. Anyway, next up, I kind of want to do the laundry room. It's actually looking low-key kind of easy. So if we go back out, I'm kind of liking the tour. Then in here, so it's got the same floor, the same walls, or is it just me? Is sort of feeling a little more green. So I'm gonna hinge us just slightly more green in here. And also, the eagle eye among of you would have noticed the tile change in here. So we've now got some like marble bricks, which are white, and no cabinets, just like a boiler and storage. And then we do have a sink in here as well. I know you guys are thankful for the sink. Now, personally, I don't have a laundry room in my house in real life. My laundry room is just in my kitchen, which you guys also bully me for, but ask 50% of people who live in England, guys. Their washing machine will be in their kitchen, okay?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I kind of want to do the bathroom, not gonna lie. And I almost forgot, we're gonna have to add another wall in here. So obviously we can change the color of it. Now, please let me into the toilet. Wait, how did the cameraman get in here? The cameraman never dies, okay? He always manages to get in. And the color scheme in here is absolutely disgusting. It's this like electric blue. Now, we do have some paintings above here. And then it's basically just a toilet and a sink. This is basically for towels because, you know, what's better than drying your hand on a nice warm and toasty towel? Although I actually think it's meant to dry your towels. And then as we glide in here, oh, there's carpet in here. Grey carpet, a sofa, and another window, and then basically just a bunch of junk. Imagine trying to concentrate in that chair, like with all these kids next to you. I actually couldn't deal with it. So I think we'll start with the desk, and this is gonna be one of those rooms that is not exactly exact. So I'm gonna pop this armchair over in the corner, and then I basically just placed a bunch of kids' toys and things. Oh my gosh, and if you're wondering what that alarm is, guys, that is my alarm to post the video before this one. Although we've only got the kitchen left, and then we can head upstairs, which will be very easy because that's obviously just some bedrooms. Now, speaking of kitchens, look at this, guys. And then we've got more double doors at the end. Flipping hell. Double doors and galore in here. And then as for the cabinets and things, I'm pretty sure one of those must be the fridges. These days, with like modern technology, I sound like such an old boomer, you can actually have fridges in the cabinet. Now, we've got what looks like a printer here, and they really couldn't pick their design. They're going from modern to rustic round here. And now, is it just me, or is it the lighting or something? But I'm almost certain that these are pink. And then there's no cabinets by the windows, which is quite smart, actually. I'm then also noticing a clock going on the corner here. And as for the table, they've done a very woke thing here. We've then got the bench on the other side. But yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? And then, of course, an island, which only seats 2, but that's kind of worked out quite well, actually. Now, the one thing that's making this look like so bare is the fact that we obviously have no appliances. And I got a really weird comment the other day. Somebody said, why do you put the appliances out? You should put them in the cupboards. And I just thought, I've never ever known anybody to have their kitchen appliances in their cupboards. Let me know if that's like just a me thing. So it's time to head upstairs in the tour. Quickly. We're running up the stairs, which you should never do in real life, and also never do it while holding scissors. I'm gonna go to the floor plan, and we may or may not just have to do like the main bedroom. So just like that, and then the ensuite bathroom. Stop going off alarm! I'm confused. I know it then wraps around like this. I think for this last part, I'm just gonna have to like go off on my own foot because Bloxburg actually can't. But we do have grey carpet, and that looks like it's going in all the rooms except the bathroom. So doors. That is all I can tell you. So as for the master bedroom, let's just dive straight into that. Hello. Oh, that's weird. So we've got the closet there and like a dresser. I'm not gonna lie, I've literally never ever seen that ever. And just to spice it up a little bit, I'm gonna add some necklace stands. And then the bed is like in the middle with just some hairpin. And look at how bland this room is, guys. And then just at the end of the bed, I want a nice cozy blanket. Let's see if we can go into the bathroom. Oh, we can. Okay, so there's not actually tiles in here. It's just white with a shower, toilet, and sink. I meant to be being quick. This is why I never get things done on time. I just chit chat away. But I do think that we just about have time to squeeze in like a fairy tale kind of bed. And with that, guys, the realistic UK house is built. I am just realizing like the roof kind of looks a little bit tall. But other than that, this is the real life one. And this is my one. I think it looks very, very realistic. So this is what it would be like just walking down the street. And then you think, oh, honey, I'm home. So first things first, you're going to park the car in the garage. And this is also where we have a lot of storage. So if you're just freshly moving in like we are now, then you can take your boxes and you can walk your way through. Also, I massively apologize for the fact that the paintings aren't changed. I really am in quite a rush at this stage. The house also values at 218,000, which is a lot less than this 700,000. So as we walk in, this was the original one, and then this is my one. I actually think it looks pretty similar. We've obviously got the downstairs toilet here. Oh, it's trippy. I feel like I'm in the UK, guys. This is the lounge room. Just ignore the paintings, guys. This one is another one that looks just like the picture, but this is kind of the size of my lounge room. I mean, this is nothing like the layout of my house, but then here is the playroom slash office. Another room I think I did very, very well. And then the laundry room. And finally, we have the kitchen dining room, which is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I didn't realize how out of place this printer looked till just now. And it looks very much like a TikTok mum kitchen, to be honest with you. As we head upstairs, there should technically be 4 bedrooms. We only did 2. Obviously, we got the kids' bedroom in here, and then the master bedroom. I do apologize how basic it got at the end, and I hate rushing my videos. I'm trying to get quite a lot filmed at the moment. And then finally, a bathroom. What a better place to end the video than in the shower, you know, up close and personal. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this UK house. Let me know if you want more of them, and I'll see you all in the next video.